Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. It's boom. Goes the dynamite. Of course, it's me, the champion. My name's Greg. Mongo to you. Bushwhacking since 1992. The goddamn predictions champion. For, I don't know, 9 more days. I don't know. We'll see.
Whatever the next damn PLE is.
I don't retain shit. Joining me today, of course, my good friend, my good friend.
You are right.
The Continental Champion, the final Matty himself, and our current Are You Fucking Serious quiz champion. Matt, how you doing today?
I am doing great. I can't wait for the quiz show tomorrow. I might debut a new gimmick just to be irritating. I'll just spoil it. It will be JBLS. The longest reigning WWE champion of the SmackDown era. I'll show up here on some horns.
If you throw them up, I'm gonna give you some points.
Look horns, baby. When Matthew McConaughey, when Texas did that to Michigan, that had that come out of me. So you know what? Now JBL been showing up all these places, so might as well be MBL, Matty Bradshaw Layfield.
MBL. Oh, good God. You and Kenny always having new damn gimmicks. What's going on, chat? We got a few people in here. What's with this music? Are you playing Tekken? That was.
I like that music. I was over here jamming too.
Whose theme song is it? It was a wrestler's song. I can't remember who it was.
I was like, I don't know if this was someone's theme or if this is a game, but I like this song.
It was someone from the Cruiserweight Classic when they were doing that tournament. Somebody had it. I was like, that's a good ass song, and they never used it again. I was like, why didn't they use it? So I have kept it ever since, but now I don't remember who it belongs to. Cookie says dibs on King. Damn. Hi to my brother. Mongo get the new updated customer service music so we can vibe out. Damn, it kind of does though. It repeats just like you would. Also, Mongo eats extra hot dogs along with mayo. Jesus. Yeah. Gotta bring out the Damian Sandow. Oh man, folks, we got a pretty short show today. We're just gonna be talking, of course, the AEW preview. We're gonna be doing NXT. Not too much news to really talk about, except for one kind of a.
AEW is still doing good stuff. It's just this is good news.
It's good news, but it doesn't sound good when you read it. You know,
right?
AEW Rampage rumored to be canceled as this new deal goes through. Yeah. Rampage has pretty much been, since they got rid of Dark, has just been dark, you know? Like matches that don't really mean anything.
And it comes on after SmackDown.
Yeah.
It's like, I already watched 2 hours. I'm not watching another hour of wrestling that is especially on a Friday. Like, I'm gone. If I haven't left, most people are already out. Like, no.
Yeah, Reggie, Rampage is the Friday show. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. When they started out, it had a lot of good stuff with it. They kind of made it feel special because you were guaranteed like one big angle each week.
Then collision and Punk happened.
Yeah, that hurt it. And then Dark getting taken out is it's kind of a. The thing is though, it's not just that they're canceling Rampage; they're shopping around to put a third wrestling show somewhere else.
All right, they're just killing the Rampage brand off, and we're going to get Shockwave on a different channel.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what they're doing.
Shockwave is going to be WCW worldwide.
And Tony had been like tweeting things about something being a Shockwave and a Shockwave in the industry, and everyone was like, "Did they get a new show? Did they get a new show? And I guess that's the new show. Yeah, Shockwave. We'll hear more about it. I don't. Outside of like your roster is so massive, you need more shows. You know,
Right.
brand split. I don't really know why you need 3 shows on TV. Like if you don't have like that's separated out.
Right.
There are people that I still only see on Collision, and that I will only see on Dynamite. You know,
And it's
but I don't know
shocking that
what the reason is.
speaking of Shockwave, it's shocking that they want to even make another show when you have a third show, like literally already in your lap. I don't know. It's called Ring of Honor. Just
Yeah,
make them the third show.
like
Like,
Matt, the work they are doing to just not put Ring of Honor on TV is like ridiculous.
y'all getting all these avenues to put them on something, and they're like, "Oh, here's Shockwave." Like, no, stop doing them like they did. Mo did Homer and them once he got rid with the flaming Mo. He turned that light bulb off on their ass. Like, y'all sit in this corner. That's how Tony is doing this. Ring of Honor. He constantly keeping them in this dark corner with a half.
Ring of Honor honestly has they've had some of their best stuff AEW's done this year has been in Ring of Honor, especially when it comes to Athena's ring. Good God, I mean she is carrying that shit. I don't know. We kind of were hoping that Ring of Honor was going to be the second show, and then that was Collision. Well, sorry, the second show would have been Rampage. We were thinking because they wanted to make this new show on Saturday, this big thing.
Right.
All right. Ring of Honor, Punk's there.
You have a show on Saturday.
Yeah. Like you have all these Ring of Honor legends that are working with you now. Like clearly nope, Collision. God. Why? Why? Now it could be that they couldn't like get the networks to sign off on a bigger deal if it was Ring of Honor. You know, but I don't know.
Shockwave and Ring of Honor are going to be on the same bar.
Yeah, like you've never heard of Ring of Honor. Well, no one's heard of Shockwave because it doesn't exist. So,
right.
Like, but I guess it's the AEW name, and you don't want to make it AEW Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's what Tony keeps saying. Like he said it, but he's like, I really don't want to do that, and I'm like. Yeah, because NWO, WCW was kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's too many. It's too many. But like, I think also he wants to keep those brands separate.
Yeah.
As far as like, I want these to be different companies. So to put AEW Ring of Honor, there's like, okay, they full takeover. And but maybe if he did it that way, maybe it would get on TV. I don't know. Like that's what I think. AEW name has to be worth more to where channels are like, we got to have that branding there, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Because outside of that, Matt, I don't know why they wouldn't. Like if it would work either way, just do it.
Because every time, like you said, we're like, oh, another AEW show. Here come Ring of Honor. No, we're like, oh, okay. So y'all really want us to pay that money to watch them? No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. It's not enough. What's going on, Dolores? How y'all doing?
What's up, Dolores?
No, I don't put it on True TV. Yeah, put it on True TV, which I guess is where Shockwave is probably going to go, or one of those channels, or like I think they were shopping around to Fox too, which I don't know why Fox would lose out on SmackDown.
I said in the chat when you showed me that. I'm like, oh. AEW over here. I said Fox over here trying to be like that parent. You be like, oh, I want McDonald's. And they're like, nah, I can make McDonald's at home. And then they're like, oh, I want WWE. Nah, we got WWE at home. And then the WWE at home is AEW. Like, what the? That is not WWE. Like, no. Don't do that, Fox. Don't do that. Because we're gonna be looking at y'all really sideways.
Yeah, Athena hit 646 days as champ recently, making her the longest reigning Ring of Honor
On
champion
one leg now.
on one leg. And you know what? For someone that has a hurt leg, she still wrestles pretty damn well. So it's kind of hard
Right.
to, like, it's pretty impressive. Man, Reggie, I don't know why she's not there outside of she's carrying the hell out of that women's division, but also her protege, one of her minions, Billy Starks, is great. Queen Amanada is there. Like, you actually have some pretty great talent to finally build up that women's division. You can take the belt off Athena, and then I would hope Athena would shoot to the top of the AEW women's division, but I don't know. It's pretty loaded right now, you know? And there are people that we always say should have like more of an opportunity up there, and they never really get it. Kind of like Nyla, you know, or others. And it just kind of sits. So I'm not entirely sure what I want out of Athena, but at least put her on TV.
Right. Something. Anything. Like, what they doing?
But yeah, so we're gonna get, I guess, right now it's just a rumor, but it's gonna be allegedly we're getting rid of Rampage and the shopping around Shockwave. So we'll see what goes on with that.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about NXT last night. CM Punk is the special guest referee for Trick Williams and Ethan Page.
HBK had to talk to me. We had to talk. And I said, all right, I'm cool with old man Logan. So cool with Phil doing this. I still hope. Because now all this stuff happening now, I'm getting kind of iffy on my whole prediction. It's starting to get shaky now. But the way he's talking is, you two men. And I'm like, But the way they ended last night, I'm like, y'all don't need a title. Y'all don't need a title. So
nope.
Say his name and he appears. I still believe in Joe Hendrick.
Did you see Hendry trademark something today?
I didn't see that.
I didn't know. I can't believe he didn't already have it trademarked. He trademarked "I believe in Joe Hendry."
Good Lord! Whoever somebody was sleeping.
Man, like, how did you not already have that?
But we about to be like, can we get a piece of that, please?
Like, oh, so close. I know someone was talking to him like, "Oh, you have that trademark, right?" Like, nah.
He's like, yeah. He's like,
They're going to take all of that money.
I know, man. Man, I bet his ass probably fell out when he probably realized he didn't have. His heart probably dropped. Like, oh God.
Probably needed the money for it. I guess. I don't know what it costs to trademark anything. So, but
he probably thought it was too generic to even be trademarked. They were like, no, you can trademark that. What?
So I think definitely just a oh shit.
Right.
Hendry wasn't there last night, but we saw a lot of Hendry signs in the arena, in the crowd. You know, that they fucking love him. CM Punk also got involved in another feud because he comes out at the end of the show to do this. But earlier in the night, he comes out and he has an announcement to make. And we were saying yesterday that, like, he sent Ava a text or a tweet after Julia's match and said that something about Julia, that was amazing. I have an idea. And he so we're like, all right, he's gonna get involved with Julia in some way. Roxanne comes out. What did you think of Roxanne's promo battle with CM Punk?
It was better than what she's usually produced. I like the way she kind of suckered us in. Like, yeah, I loved you. You were the voice of the voiceless. And I like Drew McIntyre. I hope he beats your ass. Oh, okay. I I see how it is. And see, that's basically, I see how, like, all right, you having your little temper tantrum. You telling him I don't need you no more. You ain't nobody to me. And it's like, all right. And I love the part where he's like, are you done? Can I speak? Actually, I'm not. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll give you a golf clap. I'll give you a golf clap on that, Roxanne. But then once she finally was done, then it was like, all right, let me show you how we do this.
Yeah.
And it was like,
she's definitely getting, you can tell more of that little like bratty personality coming out of her. She's starting to kind of, it's coming out of her a little bit more now. Punk said something last night that I can't believe anybody didn't like catch. He said, I was watching Raw last night and I watched Bianca Belair and Io Sky put on this amazing match.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I was like, that's right. You better mention the best match of the night. Roxanne could be with these two. Roxanne is better than these two. Let's hold up. Hold up.
Like Roxanne's better than Bianca Belair. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Hold those fucking horses.
Right.
No, let's simmer down, Puddin'.
You are not straight edge because you must be high.
Like, bro. All right.
I looked up so quick when he's right. Like, sir? No.
Hold on a second. hold the fucking phone. I saw nobody like, it didn't bother anybody, but I guess it got to you. I was like, man, that felt like something that somebody would have an opinion on, you know?
Right.
And it just wasn't.
It just went over everybody's head. I'm like, she's better than Io and Bianca, y'all. They're just like,
she's great. Like, she's great. It's just like, relax. Don't get too crazy. Because every time that happens,
like when LeBron came in, like, yeah, he's one of the best players in the league. No, we know he's good, but he's not that good yet. We know she's good. She's not that good yet.
But she can get there. Like, she's going to get it's all right. But it was just so funny to me. He also mentioned before that she came out, all the NXT talent that he has his eyes on. And Matt, the first name that man mentions is your boy, the King, Lexus King.
You damn right. You see who's running NXT? It is me and HBK. I see these people's talent. Lexus the King. See, he gonna be, see him Punk, he sees it. He sees it. That boy gonna be North American champion soon. After they can get it, soon as we get it off of Oba, because then they can start playing hot potato with it.
Yeah. I knew Matt was hyped for that.
That's the K-I-N-G, the King.
Like the boy. First person he mentioned was Lexus King. All right.
That's how HBK was like, hey, are you cool with him working, like coming down here and work? Yeah, I mean, but he gonna have to put some shine on the King over here. You got to put some shine on the King. He like, what you mean put some shine? You got to mention him first. All right. Oh.
You saw how he didn't mention Oba though. He's ducking my boy. You know,
he trying to die.
Punk already like posted something on Instagram that said, I've already got one bad fight. I'm not that stupid.
That man already tore his pec twice. He don't want no smoke from Oba.
Oh, he influenced that title in multi-man match? Probably, yeah.
They're going to do him with like they did dude that I hated in that tag match, the Forgotten Sons.
Oh. Gunner?
Yeah.
Or was it Jackson Riker? What was his name?
Yeah,
Jackson Riker.
Whoa! Down!
To this day, one of the funniest wrestling. To this day, it's one of the funniest wrestling things I've ever seen in my life. They just stopped their beef to beat the shit out of this one guy.
Like, even my live commentary on that match, I was like, why does this dude keep showing? Why does he keep getting in the match? Kill him. And then they were like, you know what? We hear you, Matt. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, thank you. He is messing the whole match up. He sucks. Just get him out of here.
That was an all-time moment in the UTR chat, for sure. For sure. And he mentions Mello doing great on SmackDown. So he only really mentioned one NXT person, and then he went to SmackDown. I was like, damn, he must really think a lot about Lexis King, or he forgot the other names. And then he says, yeah, I know that at some point I'm going to have to deal with Braun Breaker. I'm like, shit.
Sir,
now,
that's Sabretooth versus Wolverine.
This man's getting his ass beat by Drew McIntyre. He's like, all right, I got to do something a little bit easier. What's Braun Breaker up to? That guy, like, what are you doing, man?
No.
There's got to be somebody that can, like, you can kind of take it easy on a little bit and relax. No? From death to death? That's just what he's about.
Just younger death? Steiner death?
Steiner death. It's a very painful death.
Right.
Anyway, so Roxanne and him go back and forth. And then Julia shows up and says she's on a countdown clock. She got 2 weeks left.
Mm-hmm.
And she turns around, and when she goes to leave the ring, Roxanne tries to attack her, and Punk catches her arm. She tries to use the belt as a weapon. He just catches it. No.
Someone on Twitter said they were like, that's just like when the dad interrupts the other sibling from trying to hit the other one. Like, what are you about to do? Like, no. And the other one's like, got your ass. I'm like, CM Punk, you really look old right here, my dude.
Oh man. So yeah, that happened. There was a match between Hammerstone and Tony D last night. Or just kind of going over the highlights if we can talk about more on Thursday.
That match was so. I'm like, why are y'all giving us more Hammerstone? Because the crowd didn't even like him last week.
Bro, I said something in my work chat. I was like, man, Wentz and Hendrick get some shine, but I'd love to see like another TNA name get a win. And then 5 minutes later, Tony D leaves the ring and Hammer gets a dub. And Jordan Grace was on Twitter and like quote tweeted his win. Like, TNA.
That's the only way they can get a win, dude. Just
oh, look who decided to show up.
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up, Kenny?
What's going on, y'all?
We're just talking a little bit about Tony D walking out of his match with the Hammer.
First of all, why does Hammerstone sound like an extra from The Ringer?
Don't do this. Don't show up with this. That's the first thing you said.
My whole thing about that, he walked out and he's like, I'm scared to fight over. I'm scared. And the first thing I said, I was like, all right, so Tony D ain't got no D. I'm like, this man got ED.
He got erectile dawn dysfunction. That's what
he can't get it up. He can't get up for Oval now. He's scared.
He can't get the dawn up. That's the problem.
This dude is. I said Tony D ain't got no D, so he's just Tony. And thank God Rizzo talked some sense into him. She told him she put some verbal Viagra in the system, That man, Tony D ain't got no D because he walked out the ring to lose to Hammerstone.
To lose to the ringer. When the fuck did we get ice cream?
That man gave TNA they only win. That man gave TNA they the first win. That's like their second win because Wentz won. But they get a count out. The crowd didn't even like that dude last week when he faced Oba. They were like, I said it. When I said it on the show,
he got his ass whooped by Oba.
Right. I was like, watch it be somebody like Hammerstone. And they're like, it's Hammerstone. I'm like, oh, damn.
Hey,
and then when he came out there, the crowd was like,
that's payback for yesterday with Mick.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's payback. So now you will never look at Hammerstone the same without thinking, when the fuck did we get ice cream?
I was just shocked that was his voice. I was like,
you dick.
That's what he sounds like. Like I've heard him. I thought I had heard him talk before, but I don't know what was up.
You have. It was just a few years ago, and it got a little bit bigger, and things changed.
You know what his voice reminds me of? Remember Suburban Commando when they had Undertaker finally talk? You're gonna pay, Chip Ramsey. That's kind of what it was like. Like the voice really didn't match the body. Like, why is Hammerstone sounding like a 12-year-old boy, but in Andre the Giant's body?
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
it just didn't work.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all, Cookies.
I love how this Vince book I'm listening to, I love how they've just like take a whole swerve and we're talking about Ultimate Warrior. I don't know why. I just out of nowhere, they're like, Jim Hellwig didn't give a shit about the business. He was a dumbass. I had to look down like, is this still the book? What?
Yeah, we know.
Right. I'm like, I know that.
Very common knowledge.
Right.
Last night, not Randy Orton. Sorry, get ahead of myself. Javon Evans went up to Ava and was asking for like a big moment to happen on CW somewhere, Chicago or St. Louis. He puts his arm on her shoulder and leans on her. And I don't know why, but it had me laughing. I was like, why the fuck is he treating her like an arm? That's your general manager.
Like, that's your boss.
Yo, because you know what it is? I'm going to be honest with you. He is literally portraying what that generation is like. This generation doesn't understand a boss from an employee, and they be just... You know how many times I got to tell my staff, yo, bro, I'm your boss. You can't say that shit around me. Okay? Like, and that's exactly how that generation acts. So he's doing exactly what they act. And he asked for something. I don't know if he asked for his death, but that's what he's going to get.
The Rock, like Greg said in the chat, like the Rock about to kill him, or final boss hit up Randy. Hey, go handle that. Oh,
so yeah.
God.
So a tweet gets out before his match. He has a match with he teams with Cedric. Him and Cedric had a match together, and they did pretty damn well as a team.
They sure did.
They really did.
Pretty damn well. I hit that lumbar check, and man, that motherfucker sold it like death. Shot up like a spring.
Right.
And then Javion hit that corkscrew spinning splash shit.
The spiral tap thing. Yeah, that shit is nasty.
And he landed on my man's head. He didn't land on him. He landed on dude's head. And I was sitting there going, well, NXT just got their first concussion on live TV. Because I know his brain scrambled.
He hurt himself on there because I was looking at him when he landed, and I was like, "You low-key landed on your dome, bro."
Yeah, like, that wasn't good.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Right.
But it was a good one for them. We've all been saying it here. Please let these two stay as a tag team. Please, for the love of God. This is a great team. Just the idea of them being a team.
You know what? Yeah. With them being a team, it keeps the pressure off of them strapping the Rockin' on Javion and having him in main event scenes immediately. Yes, we were all hyped. We were all hyped about this kid. Like, okay, he's gonna be something big. But we all knew, okay, he's gonna be something big, but he's gonna need time to grow. You know what I mean? They gave him the little world title match or whatever the case may be. We knew he wasn't gonna win, but you know, just to showcase who he is, his ability and shit like that. Just for that, perfect. He doesn't need to be in that main title or even that North American scene just yet because he is still new. Having him team up with Cedric is perfect because you can put that tag team title on him and it not look wrong because you have somebody with the experience of Cedric right there with him, so he's getting that ring time, that camera time, those promo time. So the same thing that they're doing with Jade, with Bianca, they can do that with Javion and Cedric.
And then when they ready, if they want to put the tag titles on them, they can do that. But it takes the pressure off of him having to win the North American title. That puts that on probably Tony D. But
which it should be.
Right. It put it on Tony D. Let him have a good run with it. Let somebody else take it off of him. And then Javon can be like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Because let's be realistic. They can't keep Oba in this mid-card scene for so much longer. They have to put that world title on him or shoot his ass up to the main roster.
Right.
One of those two has to happen.
It's either NXT title or main roster for him.
Right. Like, he can't stay in this mid-card spot. Like, he's honestly too much of a juggernaut to stay in that mid-card spot. So they have to move him up to that, like I said, world title scene or main roster. If you give it to Trick, cool. Guess what, Trick? You're going to die.
Yeah.
It's like when it was time for Goldberg to move up when he was U.S. champion for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
before he how you can only hold down this massive beast of a man for so long, and
and WWE's proven it. They did it with Gunther. You couldn't keep the IC title on Gunther for forever. He had a great run. He broke the book, so that way y'all can erase Honky Tonk Man from y'all memory because that's what y'all wanted to do anyway.
Right.
We got to erase. That's exactly why all these new records are being made right now because they want to erase that part of WWE history where it was kind of like the Vince era. You know what I mean? So they want to erase those shits by look, no, we got a brand new legacy. So you erase Honky Tonk Man and all of his dumb shit that he ever did or whatever the case may be. And then you're like, all right, you broke the record, Gunther, cool. Now it's time for your ass to go up to the world title where you need to be. Same thing with Oba. Same thing
kind of like with Braun. Braun Breaker popped up on the main roster, and he's Intercontinental Champion fast. Insanely fast. I mean, damn near instantly from when he came up. Because when he gets drafted, and then we don't see him for 2 months.
And then he just starts murdering people.
And he's murdering everyone. And he's like, you didn't put me in the King of the Ring. You didn't give me an Intercontinental title shot. You didn't let me get the Money in the Bank. And we only saw him wrestle on Raw 2 months before he won that championship.
Right.
Damn near instantaneous. And when it's somebody like that, it's impossible to keep him down. Oba, that man, I know he's still a little green, but I haven't seen a bad Oba Femi match since he's had that belt.
I haven't either.
And they can't really give a reason why they should keep him down there, considering the fact that Julia's first match is going to be, she's going to get the fucking title, her first match.
Her first match. She's going to be champion. Now, to be fair, she has had, a lot of years in this, but as far as the idea of, you got to come in and work your way up, she's just straight there.
She's pulling a She's pulling
she beat Chelsea Green, but she already had her title match.
She's pulling a cardio in ROH when he took the belt off of Muscle Man.
Off of Gresh, yeah.
Right. When he took the belt off him, it was his first match in ROH, and they were like, yeah, Claudio's getting his belt. And they're doing the same thing with Julia. I actually have a problem with that. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
You know me. I like for a motherfucker to work. Don't just put the belt on them to me. Let me see their asses wrestle for at least 2-3 months.
I'm not mad at it.
Even Ethan Page, as quick as Ethan Page being the champion, at least I saw his ass every fucking week until he got to the belt.
I'm not mad at it.
Julia just appeared. We've only seen her on camera twice, and both times have been in the crowd. This was the first time she's been in a ring, and so technically this is the third time we're seeing her, and she's fucking getting a title shot. Nah, I'm not down with that.
I'm not mad at it because it was the biggest known secret that she was about that it was gonna be her and Roxanne, and then we just been like having all these bullshit opponents for her just to kill time because she kept going on farewell tour after farewell tour, and it's like at this
back farewell tours.
Yeah, it's like at this point, Roxanne has overstayed her welcome. Ain't nothing. It's like they have no time. They're like, she needs to go. We need her to go. We need her up here on the main roster because it looks like Liv are gonna take her ass back down to NXT. So they're like, we need her up here because she can do something. And they're like,
why? Here's the thing that I saw this last night, and what you mentioned in that, Matt, it clicked. It all clicked to me in one. They want her on the main roster because remember how surprised we were how good Alexa Bliss was after a while on the main roster? Roxanne is going to be that good immediately on the main roster. So Roxanne low-key is an Alexa Bliss replacement. They need that little short, flexible person who can make everything look like death, but yet still win. And that's what they're going to get with Roxanne. Because they tried it with Kyrie.
Double jointed arm shit.
They tried it with Kyrie, but Kyrie actually little ass just keep getting hurt for real. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Her second match, right? Yeah, her first match was Chelsea, right? She fought Chelsea.
Yep. Yeah, she beat Chelsea up, and now she's gonna face. But she already had her title shot already secure when she was fighting. Chelsea.
The title shot was happening before. Yeah, she had that match.
Yeah.
The match was just a match. Yeah, so we're gonna see. Gonna do that. Tony D. Real quick, I want to go back to that for a second. Later on, he's talking to the family, and he says, "Boss, why can't you fight Oba? Go fight Oba." And he's like, I can't do it. There's reasons. There's reasons behind this shit. And then they pestered him for like 3 minutes, and he finally says, I'm scared. Okay? Is that what you want me to say?
Oh, his punk ass will be scared.
They definitely pulled the Rocky IV. I can't beat him because I'm afraid, all right, Adrian?
Exactly. That's exactly
right, Adrian. That's why I can't beat him, Adrian. I'm afraid. But fellas, I got to get back to this dungeon because for some odd reason, everybody and their mama wants a damn pet tonight. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. Have a great show. See y'all later.
Have a good one, brother.
See y'all tomorrow.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man. It was straight out of Rocky IV.
Right. I was just like, this is so corny. I was just like, I guess like we didn't have to go this route. He could have just they could have just said, let's run it back. And I would have been fine with that. Like, we ain't gonna be I'm scared. Dude, you're the Don. You're Spaghetti Man. I've been believing in you since you got there. So I know you're not scared. You ain't never been scared. You and off people. So what you mean?
You know what? That might be what the problem is. He hasn't whacked anybody in a while. So
hey man, you better go over to the No Quarter Catch crew and get what's his name?
Miles,
whatever his name is. Get him. Don't kill Randy.
You leave the deaf boy out of this, man. he did nothing wrong.
He'll just get snatched up. They just leave that. They could just wander off. They could be walking and they wander off and whoop, bop, bop. There you go. Tony D back, baby. Nah, he already talking about he's scared. Like, you fought Ciampa. You wasn't scared of Ciampa. You scared of some Obafemi? Okay, I mean, I understand, but nah.
Rizzo meets up with him later, and Rizzo cut a good promo. Right. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. Good stuff. Like it felt, it was her talking to him through being afraid, and would you rather go down as someone that tried and failed, or as a coward? HBK
getting his full house on,
and it was good. It was good.
Get his Godfather Rocky Full House up.
So, Tony D is going to come back in there and spine buster the fuck out of Oba. Get that belt. Oba, he had a good run, but he's destined for that big belt. So
yeah.
I think that covers almost everything that happened.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. The main event was the segment with Tyrese Halliburton and them signing the contract. That was ass. So. And then CM Punk said he was the special guest referee and all that. And I'm like, yeah, whoopee.
I was like, what are the other matches that happened? Oh yeah, Eddie Thorpe.
I had the match that I literally got up. I took a picture and sent it to them in the chat. Said, "Y'all see me? You saw me you saw the TV. It said Eddie Thorpe on the TV, but I was walking the other way. I told y'all. I was like, y'all thought I was bullshit. I literally got up and went in the kitchen and cooked dinner. I was like, I am not. I came back when CM Punk was talking. When I did the points this morning, I didn't even know who won that match until I read the part that got to that part. I didn't even know what happened.
You didn't miss anything.
I knew I
didn't. Let's see. I'll pull the line up here for Dynamite. I did see that we're gonna have Ricochet taking on Mortos. Which
I saw an article on K-Side Season said Ricochet is doing better in AEW than he ever did in WWE. And I'm like, no.
It's been a month.
What?
What do you mean? That makes no sense.
WWE. Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. What the fuck?
That CM Punk stuff.
All right. Like I hate that shit. Like the man was a multi-time champion. Like he held a lot of mid-card titles. Like
right.
That's fine. I know we all would have loved to see Ricochet shoot straight to the top and get like, yeah, but like to just say it was shit. Come on, man, that's ridiculous. Right. That's ridiculous, and that shit happens every time someone leaves WWE or AEW for the other. Every time they have one match, oh, it's already better. Shut up! Shut up!
No.
Oh God. So Dynamite tonight, Ricochet versus Mortos is going to be pretty damn sick.
That is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool one to watch. And then there's one I don't really care about, which is Jericho taking on Orange Cassidy. I guess this is the $7,000. No, sorry, he gave $7,000 to Jericho back in his car. He dumped that big ass thing full of pennies in there. Mm-hmm. I know this isn't the blow-off match, Matt, and that pisses me off.
Right, because once you start something with Jericho got to finish it.
So, like, the match is going to happen tonight, and we're going to be doing more of this for another 6 months, and I can't handle that, Matt. I really can't do it anymore.
I'm just ready for Chris Jericho to retire. Like he is the only person from WCW still wrestling. Like I'm pretty confident in that. Like, dude, you're the only person left from WCW because Tony Schiavone don't wrestle. Like, sit down. Like, there's no reason you should be going into 2020. 2024 should be his last year of wrestling. But no, it's going to be 2025. I hope.
shit. I don't know.
Because when he does retire, he's gonna announce it, and it's gonna be a big deal.
Look, Ray has defied the
Ray
aging
got the
process.
stem cells.
Those stem cells reverse Ray's knees by 20 years. That man is back in his prime. Like, it's very different.
I don't got no problem with Ray. Like, Ray is cool because, like, he ain't really trying to win no titles all like that. He's just kind of just out there being just a uncle.
Pretty much. We're also going to get Yuka Sakazaki and Queen Amanada versus Mariah May and Serena Deeb. Kind of feel like that's just going to be a big Mariah May win.
Right.
I guess Queen Amanada. Well, no, Yuka Sakazaki is going to be facing Mariah next, I think. And then Amanada's in a feud with Serena. And they're kind of setting Amanada up for more. So I don't know. Not someone that I expect to win.
Right.
If she does, but Queen Amanada is great. She is definitely one of their up and comers for sure.
Yeah, she's starting to get popular on Twitter. They start to see her pin. They start to see her pin.
And that's all it took, baby. We've got a trios match with the Elite, the Bucks and Kazuchika Okada taking on Will Ospreay, Konosuke Takeshita, and Kyle Fletcher.
That should be. Every time I hear Kyle Fletcher, I just be like, yeah. Because I know, like, half the time I hear her, I'm like, hey, you about to lose. Like, he about to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, they do put him in, you know, this is a great match. Yeah, but he's not going to win.
Right.
And of course, we're going to hear from Mox tonight and Hanger tonight. So we'll keep those things going. Maybe he's going to kill Darby. We'll see.
Goodness.
That's coming too. That's what they're doing for
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, right?
Yeah.
So, Grand Slam starts next week. Next week's the first night of Grand Slam, I think.
I think so. That stuff is so weird. I'm just still surprised. Like, the whole thing is dumb. He's putting up his title shot. Like, no.
Yeah. I still think it's dumb that they said Mox is fighting Darby for the championship opportunity because they said he wasn't going to be able to defend the title. But he's going to wrestle that night or at one of those nights against Nigel McGuinness. It's like, well, can he wrestle or not?
Right. Like, how can he wrestle on one night and not the other? Just move that match up or move that match back.
It just it didn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't know. That feels like something that happened because something fell through at the last second. But it doesn't seem like anything did. It seems like that's just the way they booked it.
They're just like, you know what? We wanted to have this dream match of Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson. And they're like, but he's supposed to be dead. Oh, well, if he's cleared, well, you already told us they're gonna fight. We know he's gonna be cleared. But isn't he supposed to die versus Mox? About that. Well, Mox is gonna fight Darby for his title shot. Well, why is Darby putting his title shot up? Because Danielson isn't going to be able to fight. But he's fighting on this other. And then it's just one big circle.
None of that shit makes sense.
Right. It's just a whole bunch of Spider-Man.
Ridiculous. Still, a lot of good matches, but again, we'll see where it goes. We'll be back tomorrow to discuss the week as a whole. Upcoming things we're looking forward to. And then, of course, the return of Are You Fucking Serious, where Matt will defend his quiz title. And I want to say that I've changed things up a little bit. Y'all are going to have fun or be really upset. Probably the second one.
I will have fun.
Every time I do this, words are said, feelings are hurt, but it's going to be okay. Folks, thank you all for joining us today. You can see us tomorrow at 9-ish. Follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/undertheringpod. To know when we go live, you go there, follow us, give us a like, and we'll get all the alerts when we go live Monday through Thursday and sometimes on the weekends. You can also get us at Linktree and fingertip.com/undertheringpod. If you go there, you're going to get a list of our links. I am, of course, your predictions champion, King Mongo himself, at Greg Bush SK. We got the man behind the camera, Kenny Horowitz, I believe he's calling himself. So
Kenny Horowitz.
Pat on the back for Kenny at Rockerus 44. We got a teacher man, Mike Jones at Mr. Freshbeard. We've got your current Are You Effing Serious quiz champion, the final Maddie at The Right Answer. And Tito Flair himself, our street team captain, Tito at Borea Maliente. Last but not least, our good friend and news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, have a wonderful Wednesday night. We will see you tomorrow. And
do the done, y'all. Hey, do the done. Shout out Frank Thomas. Get y'all some beginning. We'll be out here doing that Diddy.